Hello and welcome to today's reading for the verse of the day. In this video, we're going to be reading from the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 10. And it says, "Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves." So it says, be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. The book of Romans is the 45th book of the Bible. It is the 6th book of the New Testament. And this is a reading from chapter 12, verse 10. And so we're going to take a few short minutes and try and read this verse to try and understand it a little better. And then we'll take the rest of the day to think about how we can apply and understand and benefit from learning this verse today, throughout the day. And also, since it is Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day to all of you celebrating. So, we are reading Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. So, this has some application and meaning and understanding, especially with coinciding with today's date. Be devoted to one another in love. So we need to devote ourselves to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. So with opposites, we each have different routines. Men need to shave their face. Women need to do a lot of other kinds of preparation. So we are honoring the opposite part also. So there are things that we need to take care personally of ourselves, in our personal hygiene, our outward appearance, things that we can take care of ourselves. And when we are meeting a counterpart, so she has to also put in some time, some effort to take care of herself, put on makeup, also shave if needed. We need to dress appropriately for the places we are planning to go. So we need to put on cologne and perfume, and some people put aftershave. We need to take a shower very often, at least once a day, hopefully. So we are showing devotion to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. We are honoring all the things that are limited to our personal self and things that we cannot control. So if a man or woman takes the time to be handsome or beautiful for you, we are to honor that above ourselves, because it is one of the things that we don't have in our grasp, something that we cannot control. And I think this verse has personal and specific meaning for probably every single person who is tuning in and reading it today. So what we are going to do is read it one more time. Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. So we are taking the time, reading, listening in, tuning, fine-tuning, trying to understand what this verse means to and for us. And yeah, so we'll read it once again. Why not? Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. So this has specific talks about honor, and I hope we can think about devotion and honor today. And that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in.